namely Stefon Diggs, being a free man. The trial did not last as long as people thought. Stefon was acquitted in only an hour and a half. That's how long it took the jury to give the not guilty verdict. He was charged with felony strangulation and a misdemeanor assault charge, and none of it held up. And it was just 90 minutes total, not guilty on both counts. So he's got a win, and he also got back with his baby mom today, Cardi B. Hey. So it's been a good week for Steph.
Another false allegation case. I'm about to play the video, but Stefon Diggs was just found not guilty by a jury for putting hands on his BBL chef. Man, throw her strong face out in jail.
On your oath, you say that the defendant is not guilty of the count of strangulation or suffocation and not guilty of the count of assault and battery. So say you, Madam Floor Lady?
Yeah.
So say all members of the jury?
Yes. All right.
Truth is, Shawty got tired of being his sneaky link BBL chef that only knows how to make hot dogs. Then she created this whole false allegation because he wouldn't allow her to come on a Miami trip with him and Cardi B. Not only she forged documents to get paid twice, but also the day she said he choked her out, she was dancing and giggling on camera. Some of y'all saying, oh, he need to sue her for defamation. Man, he need to put her in jail. What? She committed like 2-3 crimes. Man, lock that Shawty up. Give her the same time y'all was finna give him. He got cut from the football team for this allegation, right? Yeah, lock her up. Like, bro, y'all don't find it crazy that there's no punishment for somebody that almost gets you put in jail for a long time?
I knew they were fucking because in the complaint, it said that Cardi B and Cardi B's family was going to come over for a holiday. It was like a holiday occasion. I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or whatever. If you're not fucking your chef and your chef has a room in your mansion, you have guests coming over for a holiday, your chef would stay to make sure she could cook for all the people there. But they knew this shit don't look right. They knew Stefon Diggs is slanging all type of on her. So you know what happened? She left the residence and stayed like at a hotel or something like that. That was a big red flag. You know what it told me? She's a willing and participating side chick. Side chicks move around when the main girl comes around. So when Cardi B was going to come around, bad enough, you're cooking for her man, fucking her man. It's time for you to move around because Cardi B's bringing the family. It's disrespectful for you to still be in the house walking around with that big old BBL, and we're going to show you it, chat, while his real girlfriend and family are around.
Yeah, so that was a wild week for Stefon Diggs. As you see, acquitted on those charges. And the case fell apart pretty quickly once the chef took to the stand. Now, this was Jamila Adams, 41 years old, Chef Mila. She was a personal chef living in Stefon Diggs' house. She testified that on December 2nd, Stefon entered her bedroom during an argument over money, slapped her and choked her. And that's what she was alleging during this case. She took the stand. It turns out she took no photographs of the injuries, never sought any medical treatment. She also gave Stefon Diggs a birthday gift later that same day. And within the week, she was filmed laughing and dancing with her friends in Brooklyn. So she had texted Stefon on December 11th to apologize and try to keep her job. She did not report the alleged assault until 14 days later, after she was fired and declined to sign a non-disclosure agreement.
3 weeks ago, your lawyer demanded $5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he?
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement.
That is a yes.
That is the only...
Maybe we sent her to sidebar, please.
This is not an opportunity for you to interject your own narrative and evade responding to questions the court deems appropriate. And if you continue to do so, your entire testimony may be stricken. Am I clear?
Yes.
So this sounds like the perfect setup for some bullshit. You basically have someone who pretty much had a bone to pick with Stefon Diggs, and it was personal. Of course, they were intimate. So,
and that's when the judge threw it out.
Yeah,
once the judge heard that they were smashing. Once he heard that Stefon cracked, the judge was like, "It's whatever. It's over."
Well, I knew he was smashing if all she was cooking were hot dogs that weren't good.
Do you know if Miss Adams cooked dinner that night?
It was like a hot dog. It was like a
and there was like mustard on it, but it was like left on the counter and it was like dried up, and then in the room it was like dried up.
That must mean she got something that's good.
You know, we try to give women the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, fortunately in this incident, it was brought to the light that she was lying and stuff like that. Stefon Diggs lost his job because of this.
Yes.
His girlfriend that he was dating at the time, he had lost her allegedly. You know what I'm saying? And he just took a black eye in the public in the public eye, in the court of public opinion. He took a black eye, and then for it all to come out and say that none of it was true and stuff like that, maybe old boy might be right. She might need to face a little jail time and stuff like that, like because of all the stuff that you've put this man through.
Before the trial was even scheduled, this man lost damn near everything. He was fired from the Patriots and allegedly future endorsement opportunities, which is totally unfair to this man. So this exposes a huge question we all need to have a conversation about. Should men believe a woman when they say they have been assaulted? Because simply believing this causes irreversible damage to the life of those accused, especially if they are later proven not guilty.
Yeah, now this was coming off of Diggs, one of his best seasons. He caught 85 passes, 1,013 yards, and 4 touchdowns, and helped the Patriots reach the Super Bowl. He had a 3-year, $69 million contract, and then the Patriots released him in March after these allegations came to light. No team has signed him, and teams were reluctant to deal with him because of these felony charges over his head. And Diggs had to live under this weight for the past 5 months dealing with the felony.
He's still going to have to deal with the weight of it because teams are now, endorsements. Teams are now going to still look at you, even though you got off. You know, they're still going to look at you as being an off the field distraction
and a deviant, as we found out in the past year.
So, you know, I hope Stefon gets another job, and I'm glad his name was cleared.
This is all embarrassing. You saying he did this, he did that, and then at the end of the day, they say not guilty. Like, so did she lie? Didn't she lie? So many different questions, you know, and it's 2 black people that you know, like it makes us look a certain way. So I just hate it for all parties. And then the last thing for women, because right, and I just gotta be honest, because I've been in these situations. Like, these players go through a lot to get where they're at. And I know you see all the money he's making, but like he had to go through a lot to get there. And when I think it's an easy layup, you could just sue somebody because you feel a certain way, that don't make it right.
Now that it's come out, you know, she might need to face some charges. You know,
I mean, I agree, but there ain't really nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can do. Like, they can't charge her.
No, you're right. There's nothing they can do.
And he can sue her, but she ain't got no money. So it's just a waste of time and energy and money to put together a lawsuit for her. She just gets away with it.
And instead of being a willing side chick, just join the family. You know, that's a thing nowadays.
Exactly.
A guy has multiple. Some guys have multiple women. Maybe you could get in on that little exchange they got going on.
But I mean, after seeing this chef, it's just like it's not even worth it. She's not worth dealing with on that level. I was kind of surprised he risked it all or went through all this for her. She's not somebody worth all that for. After seeing what she looks like on the stand, this is a very big deal, but there's also a chance Stefon could sign with my Commanders.
I'm familiar with the city and I'm familiar with the people, so we're going to see down the pipe over these next couple months what looks good, what makes sense. I definitely want to shed some light on them and, you know, might go check them out for a little bit. You know, just it's love, it's hometown, so, you know, it makes sense.
He already did an interview today where he was discussing the possibility of being back in the DMV, back home, being near grimy Gaithersburg, and possibly playing for the Commanders.
Shout out Gaithersburg.
Yeah, Gaithersburg, cool. I was just in that area like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, Gaithersburg is still grimy.
Me and one of my coworkers were talking, and he said that if it was him, he wouldn't let Stefon Diggs be an intricate part of an offense. I just bring him in. I wouldn't even be a
put him as a number 2?
No, he said put him at the slot. Third, put him the third wide receiver, like where you're not that important, but you're important enough. Like, I'm not putting too much stock into you, but enough stock that, you know, you're on a team.
I wouldn't totally write off Diggs. I wouldn't put him as my number one, not at his age. But I mean, number two is fine. I could see him as a number two, or even a slot, as you say. I don't see anything wrong with that either.
Oh no, as long as you can stay in the league and you want to play, no, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Mm-hmm.